Today, we're diving into one of the most incredible ideas in all of science, the fact that we might be able to literally rewind the clock on our brain.
Just think about this for a second. What if getting older didn't have to mean cognitive decline? What if there was a way to use what's already inside your own body to not just slow down brain aging, but to actually reverse it? It sounds like something straight out of a movie, I know, but the science is absolutely real.
And this quote right here, it just says it all. For the very first time, we've actually seen aged brains become functionally younger. And the whole thing started with a really bizarre but totally brilliant experiment.
So to figure out how to reverse aging, we first have to look at the wild discovery that proved it was even possible. And yeah, it's a story that starts with a couple of mice. The technique is called parabiosis. I know, it's a weird name, but the idea behind it is actually super simple and incredibly powerful. What happens when an old body gets access to the resources of a young one?
Okay, so here's how they did it. Scientists took an old mouse and a young mouse and surgically joined them so they were sharing the exact same blood supply. Yep, you heard that right. The old mouse was basically getting a 24/7 transfusion of young blood. The big question was, would it actually do anything?
The results were, well, they were staggering. The old mouse's muscles started to regenerate. Its brain stem cells, which were basically asleep, literally switched back on. System-wide inflammation just vanished, and its memory got better. This proves something huge. Our blood isn't just delivering oxygen, it's a river of information, and that information changes as we age.
So this completely bonkers experiment opened up a whole new way of looking at aging itself. It turns out it's not the slow, steady decline we've always imagined. Oh no, it's way more interesting than that.
You know, we tend to think of aging as this gradual downhill slide, but it seems that's not how it works at all. It actually happens in waves. By studying the proteins in our blood, researchers found these three big turning points. Around age 35, again in our early 40s, and then again in our early 60s, where the whole chemical soup in our blood just dramatically shifts. And this protein analysis leads to something even more mind-blowing: the idea of an organ-specific clock. What that means is we can actually measure the biological age of your heart, your liver, and your brain. And here's the real kicker. Their age might have nothing to do with the date on your driver's license. This creates what's called an age gap. So you could be 50 years old chronologically, but your brain might actually have the biological profile of a 70-year-old. And that gap, that's one of the single biggest predictors we have for future disease in that specific organ. So the billion-dollar question becomes, can we close that gap? Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Young blood transfusions aren't exactly going to be available at your local clinic anytime soon. But here's the amazing news. You don't need them. You can get a very similar effect all by yourself. You have a pharmacy built right into your body. You just have to know how to unlock it. And the key is what scientists are calling the exercise blood response. The right kind of physical activity basically forces your body to brew up and release some of those exact same youth-promoting factors they found in the young mouse's blood. When you exercise, you're literally mixing a powerful rejuvenation cocktail for your brain. You've got proteins like GDF11, which is a huge youth promoter. You've got clusterin, which your liver pumps out and sends to your brain to make it work better. And then, when you go really intense, you get this massive spike in something called lactophy, which sends this incredible burst of pro-health signals straight to your neurons. So how do we take all this amazing science and actually put it into practice? Well, the research points to a really clear, surprisingly simple, and incredibly powerful protocol you can literally start today. All right, it breaks down into three key parts. First up, endurance. Stuff like a 5 to 10K run a couple of times a week. This taps into growth factors that keep your brain's stem cells ready to go. Second, high-intensity stuff. Think of these as exercise snacks, just 1 to 3 minute bursts of all-out effort, like sprinting up a flight of stairs. This is what spikes those amazing clusterin and lactine molecules. And finally, fasting. Super simple. Just stop eating 3 hours before you go to bed. That flips a metabolic switch that helps your body clean out all the cellular junk. And if you need a little extra motivation, get this. Those little exercise snacks, just doing them 3 times a day, are associated with a 40% reduction in all-cause mortality. Let that sink in for a second. 40%. That is a truly unbelievable return on just a few minutes of your day. And that's really what this is all about, isn't it?
The whole point of this protocol, it's not just about living longer. It's about vitality. It's about making sure your brain stays sharp and clear in you for your entire life.
So the science is crystal clear. The plan is simple. You have the power to actually influence your brain's biological age. The only question left is, are you ready to start winding it back?